So today we're doing some food tests. We're going to be doing several tests throughout the next couple of weeks. And the first food test that we're going to do today is the test for glucose. Okay, what is glucose? It's a what? It's a sugar. Okay, and it's present in a lot of different foods. So what I'm going to demonstrate to you is if I was to test for glucose, what it looks like if glucose is actually there. And so therefore, inside this test tube, I have got some glucose solution. So we know that when we do the actual test to it, that it will change because we know that glucose is actually there. Okay? All right. For you guys, you will put your piece of food inside the test tube instead and do the same method that I'm about to do now. Food inside the test tube, and then you need to add 1 pipette full, and 1 pipette full is just that, the eyedropper full. Okay, this stuff here, you have to know all of the reagents that we use for the different tests. This stuff here is called Benedict's solution. Okay, so the test for glucose is Benedict's solution. All you need to do is you add, as it says, 1 pipette full to the Benedict's. And it turns blue because Benedict's is blue as well. I'll just give that a little shake. However, there is a second step to the test, which is you need to warm that solution as well. Or in your case, you'll be warming the food. I'm going to use a water bath to warm it because it's a lot safer. So I've already got the Bunsen set up and preheating the water for me. And we're going to place it into the water and let that gently heat. While it's heating, please make sure you use test tube tongs, again for safety, because that glass will actually warm up. Because it's still heating, even though it's a water bath, and because we're still using chemicals, what safety equipment should we be using? Goggles. So I want you to make sure that you've got those on. Okay. As it's warming up, just every so often, and I'm going to have test tube tongs that don't fit. Yes, we do. Every so often, just give it a little agitate as well. So now our test tube has been sitting here for a couple of minutes, or maybe a minute or so, and we can start to see an actual colour change. When you look at your method that's written in your books, they describe that colour change, and this is what would be expected in a test situation. You would say if glucose was present, it turns a pumpkin orange. It can also go a red colour too, and it's more dependent on how long we leave it in the water. But that is generally that pumpkiny orange sort of colour is the indicator that glucose is actually present. So if you put in your food item into there and it turns that colour, you can say that glucose is present.